It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll see a pair of teams who call Chicago home in the NFL's earliest days. It's the Cards and the Bears. And it's all up next.
So much NFL history has come from within the walls of Soldier Field here in Chicago. And we're happy to return to it once again in its final chapters as an NFL stadium. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scotch, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as a default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep that defense honest.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're underway from Soldier Field. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Return's looking good so far. His return gets him to the 32-yard line before he's taken down. So following the return, looks like somebody's shaken up. Trainers out to determine how severe this may be. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Murray taking it right to the air. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They'll run it here. It's James Conner. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he goes out. Just needed one more step there to reach midfield. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Throw is there, Trey McBride. And he has this one past the 50 and will start downhill into Bears territory. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 46. Makes the connection to James Conner. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Hit made by T.J. Edwards.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. Straight ahead, it's Conner. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. A 1-yard gain on the play. And that's a Cardinals 1st down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And that's good for a gain of 5. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. 1st down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Hit made by T.J. Edwards. Third and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, here's Murray. This is reeled in by Wilson. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Arizona! The Cardinals finish up an excellent opening series. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Matt Prater for the point after try. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Now Prater on to send it away. Return coming from the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Williams to throw on first. Komet pulls it in along the sideline. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out. They'll take that kind of passing from the rookie out of USC. He gets him the first.
Wow, certainly found the weak spot in the coverage with that catch. Really goes to show they trust every single player, receiver, running back, in that case tight end, to be a playmaker in this offense.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, here's Swift. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought to the ground by Kaiser White. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
The only thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying grounded with Swift. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And there's an extra DB out there on the field now for the Cardinals. Third down coming. Williams on the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up fourth down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
On fourth down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And this will put an end to the drive after it stalled out. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early, and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them, right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Connor on the inside give. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Tackle made by Jaquan Brisker. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Soldier Field. It's the Cardinals facing a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Murray. He'll get this one to Connor. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. He gets 6 on that play. And it'll be first down, Arizona.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he'll get it up to the 27. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. It's Connor again. And he'll take this up to around the 29-yard line. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down now, Blake Gillikin gets the call to punt it away for the Cardinals. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Bears football. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their second drive. They don't have much time left, but facing a small deficit, they could try to get this into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. First down throw by Williams. His pass caught by Allen. This is ahead for about 5. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. All right, here we go. Second down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. He's on the move. He's running with it. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Williams from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down. Working from the gun, Williams. He beams one deep right side. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
There was a window there for a moment, but boy, did they close the gap before that throw could arrive.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Catch made by Carter. And that will not be enough for a first down. So we've reached the halftime break, and it's the Cardinals, the Redbirds, leading so far on the road. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Now Prater on to send it away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the offense for the Bears to begin the second half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. Finds his target, Allen. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Pinned off running right. Here's Swift. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's a Chicago first down.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Going to the ground again on first. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. Buda Baker bringing that one to an end. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I think we got to be careful, and I'll raise my hand of thinking that play was just a nothing burger. Because what can happen from that, Kate, is you put some nice toppings on it. A play-action pass, a shot that comes down the road from what looked like a very plain play.
That throw finds Komet. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Dadrian Taylor-Demerson getting there for the tackle.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Has the connection to Adunze. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Running behind center with Swift. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Williams to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Third down, here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
They're set up at the 35 now. First down, Williams. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears cut into the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Roma Dudes, a touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now Cairo Santos on to add the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bears tie this game 7-7. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Dortch now to return it. Returns looking good so far. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Arizona offense about set to get going here. And this is an important drive to get momentum back after that touchdown tied things up. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's Murray. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Kyler throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. We'll head out of bounds after a small gain. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. After 3 quarters, we're still neck and neck. Neither side has been able to fully separate. We're tied at 7 apiece as we get ready for the 4th. The Cardinals out for the punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. And the sunlight's not a problem for him. He looks up and makes the fair catch. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Bears are going to take over deep in their own territory. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Swift to start the drive. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. And down he goes. The Cardinals got there. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. He'll throw it. Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. And it's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical 1st down.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
As much as you'd like to find a completion and get the ball out of your hands, when a play breaks down, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Now an inside handoff to Swift. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on a broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Bears with a little more work to do to win it here. To throw, Williams. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a first down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They run the counter with Swift. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Going run again with Swift. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage. The run outside returns nothing. Arizona goes ahead and calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. This is Swift. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. The Cardinals are going to use the last of their timeouts, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. It's 44 yards here from the left hash. That one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Dortch now to return it. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. McBride hauls it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains. Cardinals in the hurry up now, racing the clock as they work to get set. Here he is to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score and give him the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. Now Prater on to send it away. Scott now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Bears about set for their next possession. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Komet brings it in. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says 2 things in every production meeting. Number 1, well, we got to stop the run. And number 2, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
All their timeouts left, but not much time itself. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. Finds his running back, DeAndre Swift. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Second down now, 7 to go. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Has his man, it's a Dunze. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. Throw caught at the 6. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. One final shot here. Couldn't bring it in off the tip drill, though. They had the chance they wanted, Brock, but no, that's how this one's gonna end. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Chicago.